Is Ireland still recruiting nurses from Africa? This is a question I have gotten many times in the last few weeks, and I just thought to make a video to explain the entire situation. I have said bits and pieces of these things in some of my videos, but apparently people just want to hear the way it is. And best believe that, I mean, on my channel, on my social media platforms, I say it the way it is. I don't know how to sugarcoat things to make you feel better, even though it is not actually the truth. Okay, so back to the question: is Ireland still recruiting nurses from Africa? Hello, my name is Ndoeso, and if today is your first time watching my videos, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If that is the question you are interested in, then keep on watching. So to answer the question, the answer is yes and no. Now let me explain. The answer is yes, because they have not said they will never recruit nurses from Africa. However, it is challenging. Why is it challenging? That's because there is not really like an active recruitment campaign going on compared to before, where people used to get jobs when they were at EAC or let's say EAR on their NMBI status during their application, and they will already started getting interviews. Some will even get jobs before the DL will come. So as soon as it comes, you know, everything was just flowing. Some people even get like 2-3 jobs, and then they start doing tombo to see which one is better for them. Some even say, no, I don't want care homes, I want hospitals. I don't want hospitals, I don't even want to work in Dublin. They have a lot of choices before. But before I started, it was still the same way. And then in April 2023, if I am not mistaken, if I am, I may correct myself, but if you know better than this, let me know in the comments. Okay, this red list or World Health Organization list has always been there. So what they do basically is to try to make sure that one country is not sapping from one country and then the other country becomes paralyzed of their professionals, and then the other one is so buoyant with their healthcare professionals. So what they do is they try to put countries on a particular list and give them a color and say, oh, this country is actively falling, this country does not have enough professionals and stuff like that. So that's what the World Health Organization list is about. So to the best of my knowledge, they have the red list, they have the amber list, and then the green list. So if they say the country is on a red list, it means that the healthcare system, they are struggling. So unfortunately, most African countries are on this red list, even when I do not know why we are. Because if you ask me, countries like Nigeria, we have nurses graduating almost every year. We have thousands of nurses graduating every year. We have thousands of nurses who are jobless, who are selling pepper in the market. Yes, we have thousands of nurses who juggles 2 to 3 jobs just to be able to feed, because this one is paying like 10,000, this one is paying 5, so they try to work and kill themselves with jobs. We have many who does not even have a place to work. Yes, so I do not know why Nigeria is placed on that list. Sometimes I really wish I can have a one-on-one interview with this World Health Organization representative so that they can safely or explain this thing vividly for us to understand. But the way it is the way it is, and there's actually nothing much we can do about it. So unfortunately, we are there, which means because your country is on the World Health Organization red list, another country should not actively recruit from that country. So you see, before, there are what we call recruitment agencies. So they recruit for employers. So like in Ireland, there are different recruitment agencies. I have a video of that. You might want to check it out. There are various recruitment agencies where when you have your decision letter, or even before you even have it, they have the eligibility criteria. You just reach out to them, and then they schedule an interview with an employer. They're just like a mediator between you and the employer. They get you here and then hand you over to the employer. So those recruitment agencies cannot again actively recruit from those countries. Nigeria, Ghana, and Zimbabwe, Zambia, and many African countries inclusive. But it does not stop you from applying to hospitals directly. So that does not stop. It only stops active recruitment by a recruitment agency, because that is an avenue for mass recruitment. But an individual application is still ongoing. Like I said, before I even start, because I made my recognition payment in May 2023, as at April, this thing has stopped. So I did direct applications. The only thing is that you will get a lot of unfortunately, some people, especially if you keep applying to agencies, they will tell you your CV is good, this and that. Unfortunately, because of World Health Organization international recruitment guidelines, we cannot proceed with your application at this time. You will get that till you feel like crying, okay? But don't give up. Keep on applying. Make sure a day does not pass. Make your CV in a very good way and then keep applying. Also, most HSC, when I say HSC, I mean the government hospitals in Ireland, and the HSC is not really actively recruiting. So there is a board here called the INMO, the International Nursing something. I even have their magazine here. Yeah, Irish Nurses and Midwives Organization. When you become a member, you'll be getting this every month. So they are fighting for active recruitment. You can see even on this page, you can see they're saying save staffing now, save staffing now. They are fighting and encouraging the government to recruit more nurses, because there is still shortage of nurses in the country. But unfortunately, you know how these things works, politics and stuff like that, it is not really going. So that is a major challenge. If you are interested in working in the HSC, it might be very challenging. I don't want to use the word difficult. It will be very challenging. However, many private hospitals are still recruiting. I am working with the private hospitals. I did direct application, target majorly private hospitals, private nursing homes. And I'm not saying you should forget the HSC, especially if you are coming to doing a midwifery adaptation. Still continue to target the HSC hospitals, and apply to them. But many of them will refer you to recruitment agencies, which when you go to them, the recruitment agency will tell you no because of your country and stuff like that. So the thing is, it is frustrating. Is the recruitment still going on? Yes, but not as much as it used to be. So I would say, if you are doing this, have a plan B. Have a plan B. Have a second plan. Start saving up. Look for money to pay and write the exams. Now, let me tell us something. If you have watched up to this point, I am sure you are enjoying the video. So let me give you a bonus tip. The 2,800 euro is much, especially if you are from a country like Nigeria, because as at today, if I say 1,000, let me use 1,800 and maybe 10 euro multiplied by 2,800 naira, that's 5,068,000. Okay, that's 5,068,000 naira if you are paying from Nigeria. But it's people that pay to do study route. Okay, people pay to do study route. People pay millions more than this to do study route. So if you can, especially if you are working with a federal government institution where you can easily get a loan, because it is very easy for federal government staffs or even state government to get loans than those working in the private sector. Even if you're working in the private sector and if you can negotiate to get loans from private bodies, just make sure that you study and pass your exams at first sitting. If you can get that, then you can go ahead to see how you can do proof of funds to get visa, to do your visiting visa. Get it and come and do your exam. Pass your exam. When you pass your exam and have your PIN, it will be a little bit easier, and by that time you're already in the country. I know that when you have your visa, visit visa, you're not supposed to stay here for more than 3 months. So plan and enter the country like, let's say, 2 weeks to your exams, or even 1 week to your exam. Don't come in so early. 1 week to your exams, so you know that you have like 3 weeks to finish your exams and get your results and get all your documentation in order and get your PIN, and then start applying for jobs immediately that you're already in the country. Start applying for jobs. It will be easier for you who is already in the country than those who is still outside and in the country and have a PIN. And even if you're outside, or let's say you are not able to get a job and you have to book a flight back home, and then you have your PIN, it will still be easier to get a job than someone who has not gotten a PIN. Okay, so do for plan B, do plan B, and then just see how it goes. That's all I can say. The money is much, but you're going to get it back. You're going to get it back. The minimum salary you should be earning, let's say if you have like a 5 years experience, should be like 2,800 euro if you're working your normal hours without any incentive for here and there. And some of you are even lucky to maybe get a job in an area you can get to do shift differentials and stuff like that, where you can manage to get up to like 3,500 thereabouts. Okay, so if you do like that, and then you just know that your first 1 year you are using it to pay back your loan, you can pay this loan in bulk. So when you are planning, plan well. Plan well. Talk to people. Don't be a loner. Talk to people. Another way of getting job faster, this is the second bonus tip, is if you can see somebody who is already here in Ireland that has the time to, go through hospital websites and just share the information to you, and then you can then apply and try your luck. And one of the things that will make you to get job faster is if you have the training in that specialty. For example, now you are an ICU nurse and you have gone to ICU to study, and then you are currently working in ICU. Those kind of people don't struggle that much to get jobs. I'm telling you, it might be difficult, but those kind of people would definitely get jobs easier. It is easier when you have the training. I was opportunity to go through my interview paper, and I saw that if you have a training in that specialty, you have 4 points, and then you're currently working in the specialty, you have 4 points. You understand? Compared to somebody who does not have the training, who is not currently working in that unit, and you keep changing your CV and stuff like that, it will be very difficult. Yes, at this point I can use that word difficult. But if you have the training, so if you are looking into working, try to have the training. If you have the training and have the experience in that field, at least up to 2 years of experience in that field and the training in that field, it will not be so challenging. It will be challenging, but it will not be as compared to somebody who doesn't have. So try to work on that and work on your plan B. I wish you the very best in your job search, and I hope that you are able to get your dream come true, to move to Ireland. I mean, I want to see, seriously, if I have the chance to get a lot of people, I want to see many people here, because I'm tired of being the only black sheep in many places. I want to see many black people who have white hats, not black hats though. Yeah.